Vulcan football is back this fall. September 1st versus Fairmont State. September 10th at Kutztown. September 17th at Shepherd. September 24th versus Edinboro. October 1st at Clarion. October 8th versus IUP. October 15th at Seton Hill. October 22nd versus Slippery Rock. October 29th at Mercyhurst. November 5th versus Gannon. November 12th versus East Stroudsburg. All games live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Welcome back here at Edmondson Stadium. The Vulcans taking an early 7-0 lead off of the 49-yard run by McCann. As we get ready to send it off now for the Fighting Scots. Vico back deep to kick it off here for.
I'm trying to get some a piece of merchandise from the PSECU. I got a clip. Let's go.
All right. And Vico's kick is away. Hey, it's going to be fielded right around the 15. And the Vulcans getting let up, but they also lighten up the Fighting Scots. And I think
Burnsworth with the stop.
Burnsworth with the stop. But Bailey on the return gets a gain of about 10. And John, let's take a look at the starters now for the Vulcans on the defensive side.
I mean, you got some very familiar names, especially those two, the linebacking core. Gabe Miller, Noah Dillo, Matt Toby, and Josh Miller have been an absolute frightening defense there for California so far this season.
And this is going to be the first time that the Vulcans are going to have on a 2-yard run there by the Fighting Scots that we're going to have two brothers playing, starting for the offense. And so, our producer Gary Smith and sports info director Matt Kiefer looked, and they could not find anything on it when the last time we had two brothers start. But this is the first time since 2006 we've had two brothers play in the same side of the ball together.
And they've been absolutely lights out every game, and Miller's the back there for the stop on that one, so I mean we're gonna see more of that here today.
Drops back, look at, and he's gonna have to hurry. He has Miller, Gabe Miller on the rush there, rush it, and the quarterback as Isaac Bernard threw that one away just in time as Gabe Miller is coming up and in with some heat. That's gonna be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, the Vulcans brought some pressure there. Bernard able to escape the corner blitz by Mormon and able to escape Miller as well and just threw that one away. Vulcans in a favorable spot here on 3rd and long.
Bernard sets up in the gun and trips on the near side. Lone receiver on the far. Drops back, looking for a man. He's going to let it fly downfield and just over the head of his receiver, number 1. And Bailey, and that's going to be 4th and 9. And as we take a look at the replay here, John.
I mean, not a bad ball by Bernard. The Vulcans sent a little bit of pressure and it got there quickly. Had Bailey on this post route outside, but Bernard just laid that one too far ahead of him. Bailey would have had to have made some spectacular diving effort to catch that one, and the Vulcans defense able to get a stop on 3rd down, force the punting out of Edinboro and get the offense back out there.
Cam Tarrant back to receive for the Vulcan, and hence kicking for be Reed Martin again, and he'll let that one fly with a perfect spiral and some great hang time. And Tarrant's fair catch that one right around on the 29-yard line into the Vulcans.
A beautiful punt by Bailey. I mean, as soon as he saw it off his foot, I was like, man, that's going pretty far, and that's a very good punt. As we can take a look at the last time out, these two teams played California, like we said, getting the win over Edinboro last fall, 20-12. And with that win, they made 17 straight victories for the Vulcans over the Fighting Scots. And so far, if the game remains how it's going to go even further, 18 straight.
So 1st and 10, and from the Vulcan 24, excuse me. Mitchell drops back, going way back there. Aaron hit as he throws, going to lay a fly downfield. And he's going to be caught and brought down right around on the Fighting Scott 30-yard line. And that was number 81. And Eric Willis III, his first catch of the day. Talk about making a splash. So we look at the replay here, John.
I mean, Mitchell had some pressure here that he was thrown and just heaved it down there. Willis doing a great job of beating the coverage, comes back, tracks that ball down very nicely over two defenders, pulls it in. Big game for the Vulcans. Mitchell a little shaken up after the play, but looks like he's all ready to go out there. I mean, he did take a big hit as that pressure got to him.
11 minutes to go. 0-7 the Vulcans lead. Mitchell audibles into the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, finds Jackson, and they're going to say it's a catch and bring it in for a gain of about 3.
Just a nice, quick, easy route for Jackson and for Mitchell. I mean, after a big play like that, you got to slow some things down a little bit. Looks like Vulcans, though, going into the no-huddle offense.
Yeah, that was a gain of 6 on the play. Mitchell on a quick pass to Jackson again, and almost broke free, and is going to get the first down on for the Vulcans.
And that's why they went with that no-huddle. They saw Jackson with a favorable matchup one-on-one on the outside, and Mitchell is going to go after him every single time.
And they continue to go no huddle here. Same formation as last time. Wins on each side. Hands it off to McCann up the middle. Ord breaks the tackle and he's still turning upfield. Ord and forward progress is going to stop him right around the 11-yard line.
And going back to that nice catch by Willis, 46-yard completion on the first play is a great thing for your offense to need. Just jumpstarts your drive, gives you so much confidence, and right now the Vulcans are feeling pretty good.
10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Vulcans lead as the clock continues to wind here. Vulcans slowing things down a little bit now. After we saw them go no huddle. They're going to go back to the line with 9:45 left on the clock. Mitchell sends Edenfield in motion. There's the snap. Hand off to McCann once again. Oh no, play fake and touchdown Vulcans. It's Cam Carrot. It's going to make it 13-0.
A beautiful play call by Mitchell at the line there. Just RPO, run pass option. Mitchell, we can look at the replay. Mitchell looked inside, saw that the run was no good. Saw, I believe, Terry Langley on that slant in there, and excellent pass, excellent play call, and excellent execution. The Vulcans now, this offense is rolling.
And correction, that was Langley on the touchdown, on Beatco on, and now for the extra point. Snap, hold is good, kick is up, and it lands inside the camera in the backside of the goalpost there, but it's good. 14-0 in the score. 9:33 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back here for CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Another season of volleyball action is here, and CUTV has you covered. From the season-opening Vulcan Invitational to an entire slate of PSAC West action, you won't miss one exciting dig, pass, or kill. All games will be live on PSAC Network, as well as CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube. For all things Vulcan athletics, check out calvulcans.com for schedules, stats, and more. With calvulcans.com and CUTV, you'll have the best seat in the house.
And we're back here at Edmondson Stadium, 14-0 in your score. The Vulcans lead after the punt and drove downfield. Hold the Vulcans lead. Beatco's kick is going to be deep, and they're going to send Bailey way back to his own 5-yard line. And he's going to bring it up over the 10. He's got a link, and he's got some blocking, and one more man to beat down the sideline. And he's going to be stepped out of bounds.
Danfeld with the return.
As Danfeld, he on the return there.
Like he steps out of bounds at about the 43-yard line.
Looks like he steps out of bounds at the 43. Johns, take a look at the replay.
And that's what a good running game can do for you. Edinboro put a lot of people in the box to try to stop it, and Mitchell, with the correct read, fakes the handoff to McCann, finds Langley in the back of the end zone for the touchdown. Vulcans, this offense is absolutely rolling right now.
So 1st and 10 from the Edinboro 43-yard line. And Bernard sets up in the gun. And's going to go with the option, and they're going to blow this play dead and then call all.
On the play.
I think this is going to be a false start call all.
I mean, half the offense started moving before the center even snapped the ball. So wait to see what the referee called.
Offsides. Number 94 in the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
So, correction, I thought it was with you. I thought.
Clock operator, please reset the game clock to 9:23. 9:23.
Yeah, they're going to catch number 94, Eliu Bay, on the penalty on that one. But, I mean, for me, I thought, it looked like the entire offense started moving before the center even snapped it.
And I thought we were going to be calling a false start call there as well. Oh, but the ref saw something that we didn't, so it'll be first down and 5 now for Edinboro at their own 48. There's the snap, hand off up the middle. Oh, and it's going to be stopped right around the line of scrimmage.
Flowers the ball carrier.
It's maybe a gain of 1 as Flowers on the carry for
Brown
Edinboro.
And with that penalty, I did lose a bet that we had with a few of the crew members earlier. Our camera operator Lily asked me what the first penalty of the game was going to be. I said it was going to be a holding. She said it was going to be a false start, so she was absolutely right on that one.
Yeah, she was the closest one, so as we hear the band getting fired up. Man in motion, and Bernard hands it off to number 27. And Mike Flowers with the carry again. That's going to be enough for an Edinboro first down.
Yeah, the Flowers that time did a great job of bouncing it outside as we take a look at the replay. The run design was going up the middle, but Flowers, seeing all the congestion inside the middle of the field, was able to bounce that one outside to the left, find a little bit of a lane, was able to pick up enough for the first down and keep Edinboro moving in this drive.
First and 10 now from the Vulcan 47-yard line. Man in motion. And Bernard takes the snap, fakes the handoff off, and here comes the rush. He's going to let it fly downfield and caught, but he's going to be stopped off just shy of the goal line, and it's going to be first and goal now at the 3. Stanfield brings it in.
And that was what they were going for on the last drive. As we take a look at the replay, Bernard stepped into that one, didn't have as much pressure as he did in the last drive, was able to just lay it out there. Stanfield did a great job of tracking it in the air with 2 defenders behind him, able to pull that one in and give Edinboro a very good chance at striking here in this game.
So both teams switching off some personnel here. First and goal in a power I formation. And they're going to hand it off to the fullback up the middle. Oh, and I think he's going to get maybe a yard or 2. And that's exactly what it's going to be. It's only going to be a gain of about 2. So second and goal now from the Vulcan 3.
No gain on the play.
California was ready for that one. Putting all the big bodies in the middle. Edinboro just trying to hand it off to the fullback, just try to power their way in. California doing a great job of just not giving any room, not allowing any push from the Edinboro offensive line.
Derek Clorboy and all them big guys up front. The man in motion and lone receiver on the far side. 2 tight ends on the near. There's going to be a flag on the play. A couple flags getting thrown as Noah Dillo brings down number 30 of Edinboro as Anderson was the running back there.
And that's the first time I've seen a Wildcat in forever. I mean, they sent Bernard all the way to the far side, and Anderson took the snap in the Wildcat.
I didn't even catch that. Glad you did. So we're going to find out what the call is.
The flags were in the backfield, so I assume it will be pushed back, but just waiting to see what the call is. Like I said, I haven't seen that in so long.
We have holding number 44 in the offense. We have offsides. The defense. Those penalties will offset. Second down.
So, 2 penalties. So, John, you got the first Vulcan penalty correct, or the first Edinboro penalty correct in a holding call.
It looks like they're lining up to do the same thing.
Yeah, they're going to spread it out this time. Anderson, the lone back, he's going to take the direct snap and he's going to be met at the line. And it looks like they're going to stop him shy of the goal line, so he's going to be brought down right at the one.
I mean, Anderson had great effort there. Was met in the backfield by a couple of Vulcans as we take a look at the replay, but was able to keep his legs turning, trying to push forward, and the Vulcans able to pull him up just short, but it looks like Edinboro going back to this Wildcat again.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. Wildcat at formation. And but the Vulcans are not going to be surprised by it this time. And almost fumbles the snap, and he's going to fall down, and it's going to bring up 4th and goal.
I mean, they went for the same play, spread out the entire offense, just trying to get the rush straight up the middle. We take a look at the replay. The snap, though, that time too high for Anderson. He just fell down, and he actually even lost a yard on that time. So it's going to be interesting to see what Edinboro decides to do here. It looks like they will keep the offense out, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to leave Bernard and that offense out there. They're going to go with the power I, sending them out in motion. Wildcat formation for the Fighting Scots, and they're going to stack the line heavy. Quick pop pass to from Anderson, and touchdown out Edinboro.
Great play call. I mean, they went for the same thing 3 times in a row. They had Hopkins that time fake the block and just slip into the end zone. Nice pass by Williams. We can take a look at the replay here once again. They did a fantastic job at selling that fake, and Anderson or Hopkins, excuse me, just slipping his way into the back of the end zone for the touchdown.
And there's the hold. Kick is up, and looks like I think it is going to be good as Peterson, and with the extra point, it makes it at 14-7. We'll be back here on CUTV Sports 1, the PSCC Network, 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Welcome back here at Edmonton Stadium. 14-7 the score, or Edinboro trails after that quick little pop pass in the Wildcat as Reed Martin back to kick it off for the Fighting Scots. And a little squib kick here, and they're going to recover that.
That is absolutely insane. Nice job by Reed Martin. Just the surprise onside kick. As we take a look at the replay here, everyone on California caught off guard. And if Edinboro want to get back in this game, that's exactly what they need to do. Last drive set up completely by that deep, that long catch by Thaddeus. When you don't see the Wildcat too often, Edinboro pulling out all the stops here to try to get back in this one.
Yeah, I've not seen any of that surprise onside since a couple weeks ago when we were covering Uniontown. You remember in the highlights we saw all that surprise onside. But Bernard back in the pistol right now. Al sends a man in motion. And there's a snap. Fakes the handle off. Pass is caught. And his man's going to be up. Not going to get too far. There's 4A with the reception. Brought down by it looked like Dominic Solomon Jr.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 44.
And this is where Edinboro has really thrived in their first couple games so far. Took that tough loss to Shepherd, as did the Vulcans, but they've done a great job at just spreading the offense, letting Bernard just dictate the pace, letting him do whatever he wants, and this time he's getting this offense in rhythm.
Bernard drops back and finds another man, and open hurdles the guy, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds by Matt Toby.
Hopkins with the reception.
Hey, Hopkins again with the reception there for the Fighting Scots, and they're driving.
And he just caught that touchdown, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to show off. He's like, I'm an athlete too, you know what? Just take a look at the replay, just hurdles.
Fighting Scots from the 32.
the Vulcan defender gets pushed out of bounds by 2 people, but this is exactly what Edinboro wants to do. They are in their rhythm now, just being able to do these little dink and dunk plays back and forth and setting up the deep pass. Last time it was to Stanfield, but this offense is now getting in its groove.
In tight ends and twin receivers for Edinboro. Oh, man in motion. They're going to fake the jet sweep. He drops the pass, and it's intercepted by Noah Dillon. Oh, he's going to lane. He's crossed the 50. He left 40. He left 30. That's 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Vulcans! Noah Dillon with the pick 6. The first defensive touchdown for the Vulcans of the year.
I mean, the phone sitting to my left just called it. We needed a turnover, and Dillo just read that one all the way. Edinboro going a little too cute, faked the jet sweep, went for the screen instead, and then Dillo was all over it, jumped the route, and he showed some good speed in the open field there. Was able to break away from those fast wide receivers from Edinboro. Exactly what the Vulcans needed, just hampering everything that Edinboro had going.
Anthony Bico now on for the point after try. Snap down on hold. Kick is up and good. 21 and the 7-year score. Or we lead with here with 3:58 left in the first quarter. For CT Sports 1, the PSAC Network, 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. We'll be right back.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back here to Edmondson Stadium. The Vulcans taking a commanding 21-7 lead after the pick 6 from Noah Dilla. Oh, the Vulcans get set to kick it off here once again to Stanfield and Bailey back to deep for Edinboro. Anthony Bico gets ready to kick it off for California.
I want to see him do the surprise onside kick this time. You know,
I wouldn't be surprised if that's something they end up talking about during the halftime. Bico's kick is away, and it's going to be a deep one, sending Bailey back to a right around on the 4 quarter, and he's going to get a lane, and he's tripped up right there at the 19-yard line. And that was number 48 of the Vulcan. And Justin Piper coming up with the stop up along with Matt Toby. John, let's take a look at the replay.
I mean, Edinboro had all the momentum. They scored a nice touchdown after a decent drive, had the surprise onside kick and recovered it, and they were set up perfectly. Just like I said earlier, got a little too cute, went for the fake jet sweep screen, and Noah Dilla he read it like a book. He was all over it, and the Vulcans just stopping all the momentum Edinboro had.
So Bernard back out there again, trips on the near side, is going to send a man in motion and hand off, and that run's going to get stopped maybe a couple inches, but it looks like they're just going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bartolini, the ball carrier.
And so far this game, the running game for Edinboro has been pretty much non-existent. And we've had
no gain on the play, second down.
7 attempts for 9 yards so far for Edinboro. Just haven't been able to get it going on the ground, and if you're a defense, that just makes it so much easier because you know you can stop the run and you are expecting the pass because that's the only way that Edinboro has been able to get anything so far in this game.
So they're going to spread things out on the near side. Trips near side, lone receiver on the far side. And the Vulcans showing blitz, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And Bernard and his receiver not on the same page there as he sails that one and into the Fighting Scots bench.
I mean, he was trying to find Watkins on that curl route. Watkins looked like he slipped as he was making his break, coming back to it, and just like you said, a little bit of communication for them. Brings up another 3rd and long for Edinboro, and another chance for this Vulcans defense to get off the field.
3rd and 10 now. For Edinboro. As the band and the student section is starting to get loud here in the stadium. And we're going to see some flags thrown here. They're a little late, but it looks like Edinboro might have jumped off sides.
I think the referee that flew the flag on the far side indicated an offside. So we'll give Edinboro an easier 3rd down attempt, I believe. About brings it from a 3rd and 10 to a 3rd and 5, but yeah, it looks like they're moving the ball up, so we'll go against Cal.
Offsides. Defense number 54. 5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd.
So Gerald Brown and Gage Hill will come into the game now for the Vulcans, and they're going to stack the line pretty heavily. A trips near side, lone tight end on the far. Bernard drops back, lets it fly downfield. Field in, almost intercepted again by the Vulcan. As Micah Tillman had his hand on it, and in and out of his hands, but it's going to bring up 4th and 5 now.
When you take a look at the replay, great route by Watkins, just ran right up the seam. Tillman did a great job of recovering on the backside, coming from behind him to deflect that pass away, forcing the incompletion. I mean, it was a decent throw by Bernard and almost another big play for that Edinboro offense, but California getting the job done, getting off the field, and getting their offense back out there.
So 4th and 5 now. I'll read on the punt for the Fighting Scots, and he'll take that one and nearly blocked. I swear we're gonna see a blocked punt eventually. And Tarrant will fair catch the one right at the 30-yard line. And with 3:04 to go, let's take a look here while we get a moment at the PSAC standings right now. No one's played any conference games yet. But looking at the West right now, IUPE in Slippery Rock, undefeated still, both at the top there, followed by Edinboro, Gannon, Mercyhurst, the Vulcans, Clarion, who we'll see next week, and Seton Hill.
And like you said, this is the first week of PSAC West action for most of these teams, so I'm sure by next week the standings will shake up a little bit. And like I said, it's very surprising to see California down that low, you know?
Yeah, especially after the start that they got to last year. It was 3-0 at this time last season. And Mitchell hands it off to McGriff this time. And he's going to be stopped right behind the line, loss of 1.
And this Vulcans running back carousel has been phenomenal so far, with McCann, Williams, and McGriff all doing great jobs of just filtering in there. And that time, the offensive line just didn't get the push they needed. The defender for Edinboro on the backside able to come back in and make the play. But this rushing attack for the Vulcans has been phenomenal so far this year.
So Mitchell's going to spread things out now. All 2 receivers near side, and 1 tight end and 1 lone receiver on the far. Fakes the handoff to McGriff. Quick little pass to Langley. On the screen, but he's going to stop behind the line and loss of 2 on the play.
That time, Edinboro doing a great job at reading that. Thomas just followed Langley the whole time and just met him at the catch point there and just forced him back. Vulcan's offense not off to a great start in this drive, but I mean, still got one more play at least to make something up here.
12 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 21-7 to score. Mitchell in the gun, spread formation. McGriff goes in motion. Takes the snap, drops back, steps up, is going to let it fly downfield and just over the head of Cam Tarrant.
Pass is incomplete.
I mean, Mitchell, he had him there. Tarrant had his defender beat. Mitchell just put a little bit too much on it. Tarrant unable to get to it, brings out the punting unit for the Vulcans. Unfortunate there for that Vulcan offense.
Minute 45 I have left here in the first quarter. And you got to think, Mitchell's been sitting for almost 10 minutes now. Maybe a little bit longer than that. As the punting music comes out here, Rosensteel. Rosensteel now on the kick for the Vulcans. Back deep to return. It'll be Bailey for the Fighting Scots. And the kick's away, and it's a booming kick, and Bailey's going to have to come up running on that one, and he didn't make a here catching the ball, comes out, and the Vulcans recover right in fighting Scott territory. He at the 40-yard line.
It looks like, as we can hear Coach Todd yelling, it's going to be a flag thrown in the mix there.
So let's find out what the call is here.
And it looks like they're sending the defense out there, so I think it's going to go against the Vulcans, but a high punt by Rosensteel, and it looks like Bailey just ran into his own player and they just fumbled the ball. So
catching interference on the side of the kicking team. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
I don't agree with that one. Let's take a look at the replay here, John.
Yeah, we'll take a look at they call it catching interference here. As there were some Vulcans close, but they didn't make any contact. Like I said, I think he ran into, from here, it looks like he ran into his own player and fumbled the ball, and the Vulcans recovered, but I guess he got too close on the fair catch attempt.
I never even saw Bailey signal for the fair catch. That's the thing.
I'm not quite sure, but Edinboro catch a break there, get the ball back and inside Vulcan territory.
And flags flying, and it's going to be a free play for Edinboro. Edwards on the carry.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, a couple of members on this right side of the Vulcan defense just went a little bit too early. And we talked about last week, if we do have a crowd microphone, so we are sorry if you hear any sort of profane language being thrown around, especially after that play. We had a few fans right down below us get a little bit upset about it.
Yeah, again, we do apologize for that here at CUTV and at Power 92. So we're waiting to find out what the calls are. As we saw all guys on both sides of the field jump with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter.
2 fouls on the play. Illegal formation on the offense. Offsides. Number 55 in the defense. Those penalties will offset. We play first down.
So offsetting penalties once again in here. Edinboro, who got a nice run on that play, it's going to be null and void because it was going to be second at about 4. It's going to be back to where they started this drive. First and 10 now. Well, Bernard are trying to get him offside again, but the Vulcans staying disciplined this time. There's a snap, rush throw, caught by Bailey, and he's going to get dragged down by Dominic Solomon Jr., but that's going to be enough for a first and 10.
I mean, Stanfield, good breaking out route, and he showed up a little bit, had like a little mini side hurdle over a couple of defenders as we look at the replay there, brought down by Solomon Jr., but this defense is a little bit jumpy. I mean, I understand they're excited. They had that pick 6, but they are getting a little bit jumpy here, and they got to keep themselves disciplined.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch here. Here's it's first and 10 now from the Vulcan 33. Bernard's going for the quick pass, and Stanford's going to get lit up like a Christmas tree. He'll lose a couple yards on that one.
I mean, who else but Noah Diller? I mean, he read the last screen, brought it back for 6. That time, he sniffed it out again and just flattened Stanfield after that catch. We look at that replay here, just no delay in the boom.
That will be the final play of the first quarter.
So that'll be the end of the first quarter. Your score, California 21, Edinboro 7. We'll be back here on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. welcome back here to Edmonton Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, and where the Vulcans lead at 21-7. Their score is the Hall of Fame game here. We saw the inductees there. There as Bernard takes the snap, and he's going to get rushed and sacked back all the way back at the 45-yard line.
Bernard sacked in the backfield.
That was number 55, Gerald Brown.
Behind the line of scrimmage by Gerald Brown.
As he comes up with the big sack here.
When we take a look at the replay, Gerald Brown just went through untouched. I mean, and it's kind of hard to miss him. He's a big guy down on that defensive line, and was able to track down Bernard, bring him down, and we got some first quarter stats there. The Vulcans leading in rushing, 5 rushes for 60 yards for California. Edinboro 7 for 8. Just haven't been able to get anything on the ground so far in this game.
Yeah. So it's going to be third and 15. Excuse me, 3rd and 21, and now all to go. Bernard takes a snap up, rush throw, and it's going to be tipped and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
As he had heard the Vulcans coming after it, and then it looked like number 15 in the Vulcan, and Isom coming off the tip pass. That's going to be 4th and long. Cam Tarrant back at his own 10-yard line to receive this one. Reed back to kick for Edinboro. There's a snap up, and it's going to be a rugby punt. Haven't seen that in a long time. And as Edinboro pulling out all the stops here. Here it'll be 1st and 10 for California at their own looks like about the 15-yard.
And he talked about it. I mean, every single time those Vulcans offense or the special teams guys, it looks like they're about to block the punt. So Edinboro, the punter just running his way outside, just trying to give himself some more time and more space. As on your screen now, you can take a look at today's PSAC schedule. We have a whole slate of games in the East and West today.
Yeah, Clarion and at Gannon today. That one not kicking off for another few minutes. Mercyhurst and IUP kicking off at 4, and the other PSAC West matchup, Slippery Rock at Seton Hill, the nightcap tonight. Hey, as we see Williams on the carry there. For 1st and 10.
That's good for a Vulcan.
We'll take a look at the replay. And like I said, this Vulcans carousel running backs, they've all been phenomenal. Williams, that time, just working his way to the left-hand side.
And 3 running backs again, hands it off to Williams, and he's got a lane, and he's going to break a few. Who gets a blocker, and it's going to be brought down shy of the 40, right around the 39.
And this is where the Vulcan offense starts to hit up. Whenever you're able to establish the rushing game early on in the drives, as you take a look at the replay once again, Williams able to find his way to this left side again, but every time when you're able to get the rushing attack going like that, it forces more people into the box. It allows your receivers more one-on-one coverage on the outside, and with receivers like Langley, like Jackson, like Tarrant, they thrive in those one-on-one situations, and Mitchell, being the quarterback he is, you'll probably find him pretty much every time.
Mitchell in their center is going to hand it off to Williams again. It's a nice lane. He's going to run up the gut for about 4 or maybe 5.
Gain of 4 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down.
And this is something we talked about a few weeks ago. Like last year for the Vulcans, didn't have the rushing attack that they do this year. I spent a lot of time during the summer, during the offseason, working out, just trying to make this rushing game better, because it has completely revolutionized their offense. It just makes their offense more complete.
Williams goes in motion now and takes a snap. Finds Jackson on the near side, spun around on for a gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd and manageable, or probably about 3rd and 2.
Gain of 4 on the play.
And we've seen that a couple times when Mitchell has Jackson in that one-on-one coverage on the outside, and Jackson just fakes the deep route, comes back short, able to get that one, but great coverage by Edinboro, able to bring him down just short of the 1st down marker.
So 3rd and 2 now, all with 11:50 to go here in the first half. And looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Edinboro.
Timeout. Edinboro, they're first.
So that's exactly what we're going to get. They're going to use their first timeout. While we got a moment here, jump on, give a shout out to our new sponsor here at CUTV, Haunted Hills Estate Scream Park, your premier haunted attraction in the Pittsburgh area, located in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, just off of I-70, off of 119 in Uniontown. Check them out. They're now open. Get your ticket. It's at Haunted Hills Estate, screampark.com, or you can get them at the gate. With 2 new haunted attractions, including Twisted Nightmare, Experiment 31 Paintball, all the trail, the house, and much, much more. Go check them out.
And as we have a break, I'm going to take read off a few of the first quarter stats. The offenses for both teams. California almost doubling the yards. 14 plays for California for 151 yards in the first quarter. For Edinboro, 18 plays for 81. And we talked about before the game the third down completion percentage. California at 55% for the season, was 1 of 2 in the first quarter. Edinboro 0 for 3.
And it looks like we're going to get back underway here. Here it's 3rd and 1, maybe about 3rd and 2. And we're going to get a flag here. And California's going to call timeout now. I don't think they liked what they saw on the defense.
When I was in high school, when I played football, that's what we called the muddle huddle. I mean, they were waiting until almost the last second to make the snap. They all went up to the line very quickly and wanted to go off. But like you said, I don't think they exactly liked what they saw when they were in that huddle when they got to the line. So, gonna call up a new play in this timeout.
And we've been seeing a lot of different things in this game. Edinboro, all the stops so far, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Coach the Vulcans pull some trickery.
I mean, it is the first game of PSAC West play between these two teams. I mean, they've obviously seen the film on each other, played against each other before, but have watched each other's games so far this season, and they're just trying to show some things that maybe haven't been on tape so far, like we've seen from Edinboro, surprise onside kick. I mean, I'm sure if they would have done that before, we would have been, or the team would have been well aware of it.
Yeah, well, now that it's out there, we know everyone's going to be watching for it next time.
I'm sure you'll never catch the Vulcans sleeping on that again.
And they're going to hurry up to the line here. Here, quick snap, hand off to McGriff up, and not sure if he's going to get it. Looks like it's going to be close.
It is very close.
Mitchell Oil signaling that he got it.
It looks like they're going to call him just short.
So it's going to be 4th and inches.
That'll bring up a 4th down and less than a yard.
So 4th and inches here. And it looks like the Vulcans are going to go for it. And we've seen him do this a couple times this season. And the Vulcans are got to hurry here. 5 on the play clock. And Coach Hunt's going to call another timeout here as the play clock was winding down on 10:51 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, they just waited too long. Both teams waited too long to make the substitutions. California brought in a couple of receivers. I believe Tarrant was one of them. And just trying to get them into the play and just trying to get them all on the same page just took a little bit too long as that play clock was still winding down. But this is a big statement drive for the Vulcans. I mean, if they are able to get this first down, they have a chance to just completely blow this game out of the water. Up by 14 right now, but if they're able to score another one, put themselves up by 21 in the second quarter, I mean, that's just a real statement for California to make.
And while we got a moment here, we're going to take a look at those games around the PSAC again. And Gannett and hosting Clarion, and IUP at Seton Hill playing host to Slippery Rock on the nightcap. All those games will be starting here probably after our halftime here for us.
And probably the best game of the day in the East, Kutztown taking on Shepherd right now. That game is underway. Both teams have scored 7-7 right now.
And Mitchell trying to get him to jump off sides there. Almost got Edinboro to fall for it. And it's going to audible, go back into the gun now. Mitchell and Tarrant in motion, fakes the handoff, gives it to McGriff, and he's got an open lane, and that's going to be a first down.
McGriff just so powerful in his run, just took that one, just put his head down, straight downhill. McGriff able to pick up not only the first down, but quite a bit more now, firmly inside of Edinboro territory here.
1st and 10 now from the Edinboro 45-yard line. Twins far side, Aid Mitchell drops back. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to run, and he's got some open lane. And he's going to take it, and he's going to step out of bounds after he gets the first down on, and then some, a gain of about 11. And as QB1 takes it in himself, as we take a look at the replay here.
I mean, Mitchell, not known for his athleticism, but is able to step up in the pocket, felt the pressure collapsing around him, did a great job at sensing that, worked his way to his right, tried to find a receiver down the field. He's like, you know what, I'm just taking it myself. I can do it. Was able to get the first down, and this Vulcan offense is starting to roll once again.
Gain of 11 after that one, and in the pistol now. Oh, hands it off to McGriff again, and McGriff up the middle for about 6.
McGriff, the ball carrier. Brought down by Clay Cunningham.
With that, this Vulcan's rushing attack already over 100 yards on the ground already in this game.
And the gun trips near side and hands it off. Same play again. McGriff bounces to the outside, gets the first down. Oh, and then some. So it'll be 1st and 10 now. And now for Edinboro's 23-yard line.
We take a look at the replay there. McGriff showing a great vision. Ran into a wall. He was able to find the lane on the outside, bounces that one out, and is able to pick up just enough for that first down.
So 1st and 10, and it looks like the Vulcans are going to keep this same formation going. And if it ain't broke, why fix it? That mentality. Edenfield, the lone man, and on the far side, trips near. McGriff takes the handoff off and finds a lane, and almost lost his balance, and gets the first down, and then some. Gain of looks like about 12, and that'll give the Vulcans 1st and 10 now, all from the Edinboro 11.
Another great play, and like you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just feeding McGriff right now. McGriff and the offensive line just doing a great job at creating holes for McGriff to run through that time. Just worked his way up the right side, busted through, and able to pick up the first down and get the Vulcans within striking distance here.
We'll see E. Willis III check in. That I'll give Edenfield a breather. Her hand off to McGriff again. Fakes the throw and touchdown Vulcans. Cam Tarrant with the touchdown.
No, Mitchell in the backfield after taking the big hit. Showing off a little bit of celebration, but I mean very similar to the last touchdown this offense scored. RPO, faked the handoff to McGriff, had Tarrant wide open in the end zone, and this Vulcan offense has just been phenomenal to watch so far here today.
So your score now 27-7, and Vico on that all to kick it.
Vico to attempt the extra point.
There's the snap, hold, kick is up, and good. 28-7 the score over here with 8:23 left to go in the first half. For CUTV Sports 1 with the SAC Network and 91.9 FM, we'll be right back.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. And 28-7 the score. We're here in the second quarter. The Vulcans lead after a Cam Tarrant touchdown. Bailey and Stanfield back deep to return for Edinboro. Bico on to kick it for the Vulcans. And he'll set it, and away it goes, and it's going to be, he fielded it right around the 4-yard line. And Bailey gets a block, and he's going to be tripped up and flipped over end over end, and down on his own 27-yard line.
We'll take a look at the replay there on your screen. That touchdown once again. Mitchell faking the handoff to McGriff, and Tarrant wide open in the back of the end zone for another Vulcan touchdown. As we hear the hammer being thrown down on the far side of the field.
Yeah, Blaze hammering out 28 points there. 8:19 to go here after the return. Bernard takes the handoff up the middle to Flowers, and he'll get stopped shy of the sticks. Zane Thomas on the carry there for Edinboro.
Dillo and Toby on the stop. Gain of 8.
And they're going to go hurry up offense here. Thomas takes the handoff again. He's going to get the first down on, but it's going to be stopped up right after that. Gain of 3 for Edinboro.
The rush on first down, I believe that was Edinboro completely doubled their rushing yards in the game. This Vulcan defense has done a great job at holding them back, and I thought it was really interesting coming into this game, being sister schools now, seeing a lot of talk on social media between both from fans of both teams, and it's just so fun to see these two teams play here.
1st and 10 now from the Edinboro 38. Hand off to Thomas again, and slips a little bit and gets a couple of yards. It's going to be a gain of about 4, but he's going to be stopped by Noah Dillo and Matt Toby once again.
Dillo and Bay on the stop.
I mean, you're going to hear their names on pretty much every single play. Toby and Dillo have been phenomenal the second they step foot onto this field, and it's just been incredible to watch them play. They've been absolutely outstanding.
Vulcan is going to make some defensive substitutions here. Burrow's going to spread things out, send the man in motion, and twin and running backs. Bernard's going to drop back, looks for the screen man, and incomplete. As we saw Noah Dillo just shove the running back there and go for the football. Oh, but it's going to be 3rd and long now for Edinboro.
Bernard felt the heat on that one. And it's very hard to run screens whenever the other team's sending a blitz. And that time, Bernard just thrown off as he was trying to make that pass to the flat, but just left that one too short. Brings up a 3rd down and long here for Edinboro.
Trips formation, and on the near side, lone receiver on the far, Bernard in the gun. Takes the snap, and we're going to see the flags fly. But I think this one's going to go against Edinboro.
I mean, we've seen this a couple times now. Both teams a little jumpy at the line.
Number 71 in the offense. 5-yard penalty.
They'll catch number 71 for Edinboro, Tyler Hayes, on that one, and backs them up even further.
Hayes, the starting left tackle the starting right tackle for Edinboro. 3rd and 12 now, all with 6:43 to go here in the first half. And this time, it's going to go against California, I believe.
I mean, these teams are just going back and forth.
No.
Number 71 in the offense.
And they got Hayes again.
5-yard penalty. Remains 3rd down.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 17.
And I understand. I mean, this Vulcan, they're sending a lot of pressure. They have a few linebackers on this outside. They have Jack Kalechi on Hayes now, but Kalechi just kind of moving around a little bit is just throwing Hayes off.
Yeah, we haven't hold much of this game. He made a lot of noise last week as Bernard takes the snaps, going to have to step up. Up, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
I think Bernard sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to make it 4th and a mile now as we take a look at the replay.
And the Vulcans brought the heat. They had number 2 Dominic Solomon Jr. coming on that corner blitz on the outside, and it forced Bernard to step up into the pocket, but great push by the defensive line. I believe number 55 Gerald Brown in and around that sack, just forcing a lot of mayhem inside that middle of the field.
So, strange punt and formation in for Edinboro, but we've seen them doing some wild stuff today. A man goes in motion, and the Vulcans nearly blocked that one, and will take it at his own 35-yard line. 5:53 to go here in the first half. The Vulcans, I think, are probably going to get one this game. I just have a gut feeling, and the way they keep rushing the punter like that.
I mean, they keep getting closer and closer every single time, and I'm not quite sure why Edinboro keeps lining up in that strange way. They have like 3 gunners on one side. They send one in motion to try to like throw off the Vulcan special teams, but they're not leaving enough people back to block all of the rushers coming from Cal, so they keep coming close every single time to blocking that punt. I thought they had it there.
I did too. That's probably the closest they've been all season, and other than that one against Shepherd last week. 1st and 10 now from the Vulcan 35-yard line. Mitchell in the gun, twin receivers near side. Takes a snap, hand off to McCann, and spins forward. Gain of about 4, maybe 5 even. Oh, they're going to keep going, so I could have been wrong. So it's going to be gain of, looks like about 6 now.
Gain of 5, 2nd down.
And that's just been the beauty of this. I mean, every single possession you can switch in a new back, and they're doing just as good of a job as the last one. McGriff, last possession, did a fantastic job at on his rushing attempts, able to work the Vulcans down the field. McCann coming back in now and picking up right where McGriff left off.
So in the gun now, hands off to McCann again. He's going to get a lane and breaks free. Mitchell on the quarterback keeper. Fooled me on that one. Gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Hey, I respect it, If we take a look at the replay, taking I guess a bit of a page out of Shepherd's book from last week. We saw a lot of Tyson Badgett on those read options. Mitchell held on to that one that time. And I faked you out, nearly faked me out, and so I saw like the entirety of the defense trying to track down Noah Mitchell there.
So Mitchell in the gun, and again, he's going to send a man in motion and fakes the handoff, gives it to McCann, and he's going to get the 1st down and a little bit more. Or so the drive's going to continue here.
That's good for a Vulcans 1st down.
With 4:36 to go here in the first half, 28-7 to score.
And the Vulcans are in the perfect spot right now, just doing whatever they want, taking as much time as they need every play, and so far just kind of winding down this Edinboro team, just trying to just drain the life out of them.
Well, that's something we talked about last week too, John, was how the Vulcans had clock management, and as Mitchell drops back, going to slip at this one, fly down the field, and just behind Langley.
Pass incomplete. Defender for Langley.
As there's an Edinboro defender in the area in Reed Martin.
Yeah, thought he had him there. Langley with a decent route just broke a little bit too late on that Mitchell's throw, just behind Langley for the incompletion. But that's what the rushing attack allows you to set up. It forces the defense to come up, and it allows you to take these deep shots down the field.
2nd down, Mitchell's going to hand it off to McGriff up the middle, and he's going to get a lane, spins forward, and it's going to be a 1st down. McCann on the carry for that.
1st down.
Those two get me confused because they both have 3s on their jerseys as we take a look at the replay here.
And that time they sent a few players back into the secondary to try to prevent that deep shot, and McCann was able to take it right up the middle.
Mitchell on the quick pass in and out of the hands of number 81, Willis the third. Willis was looking on the quick comeback route, and just couldn't get it looking into his hands.
You see that a lot. They do that quite often to Jaquay Jackson. That time, that pass just a little bit too far over the head of Willis the third to bring in.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 now, all for the Vulcan. And Mitchell's going to line up in the pistol. Calls an audible. Goes in motion out into the gun. And hand off to McCann, and he's going to go on the read, and he's going to stop behind the line, and it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Mitchell wasn't too happy about that one.
Loss of a yard on the play.
That is a loss of a 1, and so it's going to bring up 3rd and 11 with 3:25 to go here in the first half. So that will be 3rd and 12 now. Mitchell in the gun. Sets and takes a snap, drops back, feels some pressure. He's going to step up and run it himself. Oh, he's got some lanes, and he gets a blocker, and he gets the first down and then some. Mitchell with a gain of about 15, maybe 16 on that one.
He's decided to keep it himself today. I mean, he's showing off, felt the pressure, able to work his way up the pocket, and good awareness to get to the first down. And we see him slide a lot, but is able to dive forward. As we take a look at the replay here, just able to work his way forward. Nice run by Noah Mitchell.
That's going to be a gain of 19 there from Mitchell. First and 10 now from the Edinboro 22. There's the snap, drops back, lets it fly. And Willis hit as he caught the ball. Gain of about 2.
And did a nice job there at pulling that one in. And like you said, had a couple of defenders around him, took a big hit, but was able to keep that one in. Now we're just under 2 minutes here in the first half.
So 2-minute drill here for the Vulcans now from the Edinboro 23. There's a snap, handoff up the middle. Fakes it, and Terrence going to make the catch. And says he slid for that one. And minute 35, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Or excuse me, 3rd and 4.
Edinboro sending the blitz that time, and Mitchell doing a great job at recognizing that and able to find Tarrant, but just left that one a little bit too short. Tarrant able to make the catch, but not able to get anything after it.
Tarrant goes in motion and takes the snap. Finds Jackson on the near side. It spun around, but the defender had a hold of Jackson's ankle there, so he couldn't get anywhere after that. But it's going to be 1st and 10, so it's going to stop the clock with 1:02 to go.
And that's exactly how this Vulcan offense rolls. You can't keep Jaquay Jackson down for too long. Haven't heard from him in a little bit, but Jackson, nice route there, able to come back, make the catch, get enough yardage for the first down and more.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 now from the 12. Here comes the blitz. Mitchell steps up, lets it fly, and just over the head at Cam Tarrant.
Pass is incomplete.
Unlucky there. Mitchell had him in the end zone. Nice double move by Tarrant, able to break free, but Mitchell just left that one a little bit too high for Tarrant to pull in.
The way things were going today, John, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Mitchell running himself in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure not only would we like to see that, I'm sure he would absolutely love to do that.
As Mitchell is coming close to the all-time scoring record. Mitchell hands it off, fakes the handoff, finds Tarrant on the far side. And Tarrant brought down around on the 4, and we're going to get a timeout. It looks like California's going to burn their 3rd and final timeout here with 31.7.
I mean, Tarrant almost was able to bring that one into the end zone, almost had the angle to work towards the pylon, but great coverage by Edinboro, able to bring him down just short, and California taking their last timeout, stopping the clock with 31.7 seconds left, and talking over what they want to do here going into the half. I mean, if they don't get the first down, they're well within range for Bico to make a kick, but they need to be sure that they're quick with what they want to do here.
And I guarantee that's what they're talking about on here. here. Mitchell's probably going to have a couple different options on the drive here. So they're going to set up the 3rd and 3 from the Edinboro 4-yard line, or 3rd and 2, excuse me. And both teams are going to come out of the huddle now. So we'll see what the Vulcans have planned here. Here as Mitchell's going to come out with Jackson and Edenfield, Old McCann, Langley, Lee, and Tarrant. So, well, here we go. Trips near side. Aid Edenfield, the lone man on the far. There's a snap, but there it looks like Edinboro's going to call timeout now.
Edinboro just taking that timeout, just looking to see what California was going to come out of their timeout with. And now starting to look back, but it looks like here on the close side of the field on the sidelines, California does have that special teams unit ready just in case they don't, or they aren't able to get the first down, so they're able to send out the field goal unit quickly if the ball stays in bounds and able to get a kickoff before halftime.
And it will, I guarantee you that's what Coach Dunn's got ready to go. As once again, and we have technical difficulties with the clocks. So with 31.7 to go here in the first half, if the Vulcans lead at 28-7.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 32 seconds. 32.
They're even giving them an extra 0.3 seconds now.
So we're waiting on that out here. That's the only delay that we have going on. So almost got it back to the right spot.
I mean, if it was anything like last week where they were unable to get the clock, the time on the field right, and I remember it was like the last 15, 20 seconds, the refs were like, you know what?
It was trying to get it back to 4.7 seconds was the issue last week. And it seems to be the issue again in here.
There we go.
Yeah, but at least we didn't have a 5-minute delay with that like last week.
Yeah, last week that was unbelievable. I mean, it was like you said, it was like 4.7 seconds. It ended up being like almost 14 minutes they put on the clock, but they were able to get it right in the end.
So Tarrant goes in motion and takes a snap, handoff up the middle to McCann, and he's in for his second touchdown of the day. 34-7 your score. McCann, and as the offensive line parts like the Red Sea for the easy score.
I mean, McCann just went untouched as we look at the replay there. Just nice hole made by the offensive line. McCann just doing a great job of finding it, and just, like I said, goes unfiltered, untouched, straight into the end zone, gives the Vulcans a huge lead.
So beat on now all for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up and away and good. 35-7 your score with 29.5 seconds left to go here in the first half. For CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
More attractions. More fear. Survive the clowns in Twisted Nightmare 3D. Experience more scares than ever before. Haunted Hills Estate Scream Park returns September 9th. Get your tickets now. at hauntedhillsestate.com.
Welcome back here to Edmonton Stadium. Well, the Vulcans lead at 35-7 after a McCann's second touchdown of the game. Biko kicks this one deep. That's going to be Stanfield picking it up, and he's going to bring it up, and he's got a lane to go. Crosses the 30. He jukes it, and he's going to take it out of bounds with 21.2 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Great return there by Stanfield. As we take a look at the replay one more time, Vulcan offense just clicking and firing on all cylinders. McCann, easy rush up the left side for the touchdown there. Gives the Vulcans a 28-point lead going into half. The biggest lead I believe the Vulcans have had all season so far, and it's nice to, whenever you're finally winning in a game, like the last couple games, fighting back from deficits, trying to stay in the games, but this time the Vulcans cruising comfortably.
Bernard takes the snap, drops back. He's going to roll near side, steps back into the pocket, letting it fly, and nearly picked off as Stanfield takes that one. And they're going to see either Fighting Scots in the hurry up here. First and 10 now. Alpha on their own 44-yard line, and 14.1 to go here in the half.
Another deal on the coverage on that one. Almost picked it off again, but good ball by Bernard, able to fit that one in there.
Bernard drops back, lets it fly again to Stanfield, and can't get out of bounds as that one's going to run the clock down and Edinboro's going to use their final timeout.
Timeout.
7 point, like you said, Edinboro, that's their last timeout as well. So 7.7 seconds left here in the first half. Actually, they're going to give them 9 seconds now after the timeout. So they have about enough time for one more play. And California just need to be able to play some deep coverage, just prevent defense, not let them in the end zone, and go into halftime with this big lead.
So the Vulcans are going to talk things over as well as Edinboro as they come out with 9 seconds left here in the half.
Seconds, please. 9.
As they gave them 0.9 seconds left to go.
Hey, operating the clock is not an easy thing to do.
Evidently, it's not.
Especially with, like, there's all these different buttons you got to press, but they got it. They got it in the end.
Bernard drops back. He's going to feel some pressure. Lets it fly downfield. To about the 30 with 3.8 to go. And they're going to have to hurry up. Tick, 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 tick. Tick, because once those sticks are set, the clock will start. And there's a snap, and they're just going to clock it on that one with 2.2 left to go.
Ball spotted at about the 30-yard line. So it'd be a pretty decent kick if Edinboro decide to send out the field goal unit, but looks like they are going to keep the offense out there. Gives them one more play, and in a manageable yardage situation, it wouldn't have been the Hail Mary that it would have been if from about the 50-yard line on the last play.
2.2 seconds to go. Trips near side, lone receiver on the far for Bernard. He drops back, and he goes way deep. Let it fly into the end zone, and it's picked off again by the Vulcans. And they got a late. And goes back, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be number 15 on your program as Jack Collette, Jamil Izam with the pick, and that's going to do it for the first half of here for CUTV Sports 1 on the PSAC Network and 91.9 FM for the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Your score, the Vulcans 35, Edinboro 7. We'll be back after this.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
You're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, into Edmonton Stadium, where the Vulcans lead it at 35-7. And after a very eventful first half, John, what do we got?
Yeah, we can take a look at the halftime stats here. California leading in pretty much everything. Rushing yards, California up 171-6, just blowing them out on the ground. In the air, a lot closer. 130 passing yards for Cal, 110 for Edinboro. Total yardage, California in 39 plays, 301 yards for Edinboro, 30 plays for 116. And we can look at penalty yards. California has more, 3 penalties for 25 yards, 2 penalties for 10 yards for Edinboro, and the time of possession has been absolutely in California's favor. 17 minutes and 1 second for Cal, 12:59 for Edinboro.
Yeah, it's something else let's talk about, John. The number of first downs, you alluded to that as well. As we're starting to look at some of the halftime highlights here. Here, starting off with that burst up the middle from McCann and from 49 out to get open the scoring for the Vulcans, and then a couple plays later, after a 3 and out, the Vulcans got back on the board again, and on the RPO as Mitchell finds Langley wide open in the end zone, and then Edinboro would answer right back after that, and that's the lone score for them in the game on the little pop pass here in the Wildcat as Anderson, in fact, on Hopkins, and then in the pick six after they recovered after Edinboro recovered the surprise onside, and Noah Dillo taking that one from 72 out to the house, and then we keep the scoring rolling here as the Vulcans once again, and Mitchell will give it to Cam Tarrant this time. And the last drive that we saw the Vulcans score on, and what is the little 3-yard out route, as we find McCann with his second touchdown of the game, brings us to a 35-7 score.
And those first downs we were talking about, 18 for California to the 7 of Edinboro. California offense has been amazing, and then third down conversion as well. We talked about that before the game. California 5 of 7, Edinboro 0 for 5.
And the kick is away, and Bailey takes that one from his own 5-yard line. Is going to be wrapped up right around on the 15. Maybe got to the 16-yard line. All right, and as we get ready for this one, and Bernard will come back out for the Fighting Scots.
And this special teams unit has been great so far today, tracking down on these kicks from Bico. Have been just blazing their way down the field. You see Dillo and Miller just making tackles left and right, not only on the defense but on the special teams as well.
Bernard sets up in the gun, ends on the far side, 2 tight ends set at the line. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to be, looks like Thomas on the carry.
Thomas, the ball carrier, brought down by Miller.
And Thomas so far in this game is as Edinboro's leading rusher, but that's not saying much. Had 3 carries in the first half for only 14 yards. Comparing that to California, Eric McCann, 9 rushes for 80 yards, averaging almost 9 yards a carry. Just been absolutely on fire right now.
Man in motion for Edinboro. Bernard looking for a man. He's going to have to step up, throw, and incomplete. That one hits the turf, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Oh, the Vulcans brought the house on that one, sent a bunch of pressure. Bernard doing a great job at stepping out of the pocket, evading the pressure, trying to find his receiver, but left that one just too low for him to pull in, and brings up a 3rd down and long for Edinboro, excuse me.
Well, we got a moment here, a couple scores to look at Kutztown and Shepherd right now. Oh, the Golden Bears leading that one 21-14. The only other PSAC West matchup up right now is Clarion at Gannon. And we'll get you an update on that score here in just a moment. And as they're looking for a surprise 4th down play, and they're going to turn it over on downs, and they're going to give the Vulcans great field position.
Great coverage there by Hamlin and the Vulcans secondary. Like you said, just trying to fit that one in to a tight window, trying to find number 84, Nika Mura. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that one, but great coverage by the Vulcans, able to break it up and able to bring up fourth down.
And that was Nico Mervas as they were looking for on that one. And on the third down play, a kick is away, end over end. Terrence going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Edinboro roll here. And it'll be down at the Vulcan 25. And while we get a second here, the score in that Clarion Gannon game, the Golden Knights lead the Eagles 24-14 in the second quarter over there. So Noah Mitchell and company is going to come back out here once again. And with 14 minutes exactly on the clock, Mitchell takes the snap, fakes the pass, and almost intercepted there by Edinboro. Was looking for Jaquay Jackson and coming across the middle.
Mitchell got away with one there, trying to find Jackson, like you said, and it was number 23 for Edinboro, Malcolm Johnson, nearly able to pick that one off. California very fortunate that Edinboro didn't get the ball back right there.
2nd and 10, and now all for the Vulcans. Mitchell in the gun, and Twins near side, drops back. Hack's going to step up and roll near side, pump fake, Aches, and he's going to roll on the run. He's got some blockers. He's going to get to the line of scrimmage and get it a couple yards back. Heck, and it's going to be third down, and it looks like about 6.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of this because we've seen in the last few weeks when Noah Mitchell's in those kind of situations, he tends to throw the ball away or just try to find something down the field. But today, he's taking matters into his own hands. Once he's escaping the pocket, trying to find anything. If he can't find anything, instead of throwing it away, he's just putting his head down and just trying to work his way upfield, get as many yards as possible.
3rd and 5 for the Vulcans now with 13-10 left to go here in the third quarter. Mitchell takes the snap up, and Edinboro's going to bring the house in, just throws that one right in the dirt. Mitchell, I don't think got a good grip on that one.
Yeah, I think the lines, or the judge in the back gave a tipping motion, so I think it may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it makes sense because Noah Mitchell 99% of the time completes a pass like that. Had Jackson on the slant inside, but great defense by Edinboro, forces the 3 and out from California, and it's going to give Edinboro the ball back.
So 4th and 5 now, all Clayton Rosensteel back to kick it away again. This will be the second time we've called his name this afternoon. Bailey back to the return. Kick is up and away, and that might be a flag, and it's going to be exactly that. So this one's going to be fielded at the 40. But hold your horses. I think the Vulcans might be staying out here on the offense.
I mean, Rosensteel got laid out on that punt, and like you said, I think the offense will going to go back out there for roughing the punt.
Yeah, and that's what I can hear Coach Dunn calling for his offense. So
running into the kicker, 6 of the kicking team. 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
So the Vulcans offense is going to go right back out there. We've seen Edinboro's been getting close, and we've been saying that and this time it came back to bite them.
Yeah, fortunate for the Vulcans, able to get back out there, but Edinboro just sending a ton of people on that one. Nearly was able to get the block, but that's what happens when you get too close, is you sometimes run into them, and Rosensteel got taken out, gives the Vulcans the first down, and gets the offense back out there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line. The Vulcans with 12:58 left to go here in the third quarter. And you hear the Edinboro faithful getting out on the far sideline. As now we get everything set up at here. Mitchell in the gun, 2 running backs and 2 receivers on the far side. Mitchell scans the field, lets go, or the Tarrant in and out of his hands, incomplete. As Mitchell hit as he threw on that one.
Mitchell had great time in the pocket, had plenty of time, great blocking by the offensive line. The receivers, though, weren't just none of them were able to get open. Great coverage by Edinboro, trying to find Tarrant on that route as Mitchell stepping up into the pocket, but just left that one a little bit too low for Tarrant to secure.
Mitchell now in the pistol. Takes a snap, hands off to McCann, and he's going to get a lane. And he's got some blocking, and got some good yardage on that one, and tripped up right around on his own 40. We're going to say about the 48 on that one. So it's going to be 3rd and 3 now for the Vulcans.
Great tackle by Edinboro. If McCann is able to break that one, he's getting way more than 7 or 8 yards. But a nice hole once again formed by the offensive line. Great vision by McCann, able to find it, and a great run, able to set up a 3rd and manageable here for Cal.
Mitchell in the gut, and 2 receivers on the far side with Tarrant and Langley, Edenfield and Jackson on the near. McCann, the running back, takes a snap, hands off to McCann again, and he gets a lane on the outside. Jukes a defender, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's right around the Edinboro 47.
Another great run by McCann in that time. Not only great blocking by the line, but great blocking by the wide receivers. As we take a look at that replay here, there, just trying to set the edge for McCann, and McCann doing a great job with his speed, able to get outside, able to pick up the first down, and able to work his way inside Edinboro territory.
So it'll be 1st and 10 now on the Edinboro 48-yard line, and twin receivers on the far side. Edenfield also out there. Jackson on the near. Takes the hand off to McCann. He'll get about 3, maybe 4.
McCann, the ball carrier. Brought down by Diaz.
I think that's probably McCann's shortest run of the day so far, and even then, picking up 3 or 4 is still great for this Vulcan offense.
So McCann, and closing in on now put him actually over 100 yards rushing on the day now. Mitchell drops back. He's going to step up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. Finds Mitchell, finds McCann. And we got a flag on down the field. So let's see what the call is. Mitchell a little slow to get up after that one.
The flag that time was thrown in the secondary, so interesting to see what it's going to be. But great job by Mitchell.
Holding. Number 9 of the defense. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So holding on Edinboro, that's going to give the Vulcans another first down here.
Yeah, they're going to get Micah Thomas on that one. We're going back to it. Mitchell doing a great job at getting out of the pocket, and he looked like he wanted to take off again, but was able to find McCann. McCann making himself available on the little dump into the flat, able to get the first down. But like you said, Mitchell a little bit upset after that, got hit a little bit late, and saw him give a few words to the referee after the play, but looks like he's all right and ready to go.
So the trips far side, Edenfield the lone man, and on the near, in the pistol hole is Mitchell. There's a snap, hand off to McCann again, and gets a lane and bust up in the field. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down, at least close to it.
Cunningham and Mendocino.
Yeah, it looks like they'll mark him down just short, but another great run by this Vulcan offense. McCann able to work his way up the field, working both sides of the field extremely well.
Going with the hurry-up offense, gives it to McCann again, and he got the first down and then some, but hold everything. And late flag coming in from the backfield, so this is usually the result of holding.
Holding. Number 74 is the offense. 10-yard penalty. Play second down.
Going to get number 74, Bryce Perkins, on that one. Like you said, they threw that just late into the backfield. Always going to come back. It's going to set the Vulcans up just behind the original line of scrimmage on this drive, about the 35 now.
9:57 to go here in the third quarter. 35-7, Vulcans lead it. Mitchell in the pistol, trips formation. And he's going to roll to the far side, finds Cam Tarrant. Jukes one defender, gets tripped up. Gets about, I'd say, a 6 or 7 hit on that one.
Micah Thomas on the stop. Gain of 6.
Good play design by the Vulcans. They fakes the handoff to McCann on the right side. Mitchell rolling to his left, able to find Tarrant on that drag across. And Tarrant doing a great job of breaking a tackle or two, able to push forward, get some extra yardage, and bring up a third manageable for Cal.
So the Vulcans are within field goal range now. Also, regardless what happens here, you could still score. Mitchell in the gun, and Twins near on both sides, and it's McCann, the running back.
Mitchell calling a timeout as the play clock was winding down, but I think it was thrown off a little bit. Edinboro bringing a few of their defensive backs up, looking like they were about to send a decent blitz in there.
For the Dairy Queen ice cream screen. Members of the athletic department.
So, as we see, either the SAI and the athletic department tossing out the free dilly bars for others. But John, while we go a moment here, let's take a look at the road ahead for the Vulcans. And after today, we travel to Clarion next Saturday for a 2 p.m. start. And then the Coal Bowl back here on October the 8th. October 15th, we have Seton Hill on a Under the Lights game, and at 6 p.m. for that one. 3:30 kickoff against Slippery Rock for homecoming week, so don't want to miss that one on October 22nd, folks. October 29th, we have Mercyhurst. Then we get into November 5th with Gannon, and then Senior Day on November 12th. So, a lot of good games yet to come, folks. So, we'll have them all here for you on CUTV Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and on 91.9 FM, WCAL. California, Pennsylvania, your home for the Vulcan Sports Radio Network, or we get the legal ID in at that time.
And like you said, a lot of good games and a lot of tough games going forward for the Vulcans. Very interesting to see how they do, and after a decent game here today.
And the Vulcans are going to make a play in and it's going to be close to the first down, and it looks like they got it. McGriff on the carry there.
Looks like he's short of the line of the game. That'll bring up a 4th down and 1.
So, 4th and inch it looks like it might be less than a yard, probably the length of the football, actually.
Yeah, it looks like one side, the ref on the far side, looks like he gave him up, but the ref on the linesman on the near side caught him just short. But looks like the Vulcans will keep the offense out there, and at this point, why wouldn't you? I mean, they've been clicking all cylinders, and they're going quicker once again.
And fakes the handoff again. Mitchell rolls out on far side, and that one's going to be picked off by Edinboro.
Pass is intercepted.
Mitchell trying to go for the play action, fake the run. Nice attempt as we look at the replay. Did have Edenfield open in the flat. Would have been enough for the first down, but trying to push it down the field, trying to find Langley, but left that one too far inside. Edinboro able to pick it off. I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't really matter because if they weren't able to convert it, Edinboro would have got the ball back anyway. But always nice for any team to get some turnovers.
But Edinboro is going to be deep in their own territory here. Bernard in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, finds a man, and looks like it's going to be a gain of about 7. As that goes to number 3. Watkins with the catch there. As Solomon Jr. comes up for the tackle.
And Edinboro doesn't have a huge amount of time left in this game. I mean, they do have the entire fourth quarter, but 28 points to come back from is very, very difficult. Don't see that too often at all, but if they want to be able to come back in this game, they need to find some sort of points here on this possession.
Bernard in the gun, trips on the far side, lone receiver here on your numbers. Here comes the pressure, and nearly picked off, but Edinboro's going to make the reception, and for a gain of about 2, off of forward progress. As Stanfield brings that one in, it's going to be 3rd and about 1.
Great coverage by Solomon Jr. Like you said, nearly intercepted, almost jumped the route, but able to hold his own ground, able to push Stanfield back, and keeping him from getting the first down.
6:50 to go here in the third quarter. The Vulcans still lead at 35 to 7. They're going to run it up the middle, and it looks like it's going to be enough for the first down.
Good effort. That time by number 41, Michael Scherer.
That'll be enough for a first down.
California almost able to get him in the backfield, sending Solomon Jr. up to try to get him on the outside, but Scherer, big body in there, just able to just push his way forward to get the first down.
Bernard in the gun once again. Twins near side, two tight ends, man in motion. Takes a snap up, and I think this is going to be this might be a false start call.
False start. Number 68 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first.
That's going to go against number 50. Looking for the name on the roster, but I don't see it.
Yeah, that time just went a little bit too quickly. It looked like everyone went besides the center.
And pressure from the Vulcans again. Long ball all hold in and out of the hands of the receiver.
Intended for Watkins.
And as Watkins looking for that one. As Solomon and Tillman and on the coverage there.
I mean, Watkins had him beat and a nice ball by Bernard, but I think just the presence of Solomon Jr. alone threw him off there, because it looked like he had it, but Solomon Jr. was coming in looking to lay the boom out on him, I think that forced Watkins to drop it.
So it's going to bring down on third and long now, second and long for Edinboro. There's a snap. Bernard steps up, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Oh, and it looks like Matt Tobey's going to get there.
Isaac Bernard sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
As we heard Mr. Tobey standing right next to us start cheering, and I understand why. Matt Tobey back there. Great pressure off both edges from California, and Tobey able to track Bernard back, force the sack way back there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 20 now for Edinboro.
Long way to go for the Fighting Scots. Is third in the mile with just over 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Bernard in the gun. And Bernard scrambling, and he's going to get wrapped up and hit hard by Josh Miller over there in the backfield as he laid the boom down on him.
As we take a look at the replay here again, Miller just beat his man immediately, just working his way on that right side, and just absolutely throws down Isaac Bernard. And if you thought the third down was long, and the fourth down is even longer now.
4th and 30 now. Al Reed's going to have to punt this one away from the back of his own end zone.
And they got to be careful. This Vulcan special teams has almost been getting to him every time, so they can't let him get too close here.
Cam Tarrant, he man back for the Vulcans, and Reed gets that one away. Tarrant will make the catch right around his own 48, 47-yard line, somewhere around there.
There's 10 from the 42.
Also, stay up to date with everything with us here at CUTV. Follow us on Twitter at CUTV_PA. Also, don't forget, folks, to follow us the Cal Vulcans Twitter at Cal Vulcans. You can also follow us on Instagram with the same handles, except for CUTV. Follow us at CUTV PA on Instagram as well. As the offense of the Vulcans comes back out here with great field position, and Mitchell in the gun. Hands it off to Williams. Williams gets about to the outside. He gets a block. One man to beat. He jukes back inside. He's going to take it well inside Edinboro territory as he's brought down at the 15-yard line of Edinboro.
We take a look at the replay there. We haven't heard much from Williams so far in this game. It's been McGriff and McCann, but that time Williams able to find the hole, work his way up the left side, and thought he nearly had it. Cuts back inside to try to avoid the tackler, but gets brought down. Great run by Williams.
Williams, a 42-yard run on that one. And as we see Williams taking it up the middle again for about 4 or 5 on the play. 3:30 left to go here in the third quarter.
Johnson on the stop.
And that now gives the Vulcans 250 rushing yards for the day.
Williams runs it up the middle again, and looks like it's going to be enough for the first down, maybe. And they're going to mark him short. 3rd and 1. It's going to be the result of that one.
Great job by Williams, now working his way into the mix. McCann, Williams, and McGriff have all been phenomenal so far this season. With that, looks like McCann will come in now for this 3rd down play.
Yep, they're going to switch up the running backs here. Edenfield's also going to check into the game. Aim for the Vulcans now. Oh, it's going to be 3rd and 2 is where they're going to mark him with 2:50 to go here in the 3rd. Mitchell in the gun, takes the snap out, hand off to McCann, jukes to one defender, jukes another, and gets the first down on, and then some. It's going to be 1st and goal now for the Vulcans from the Edinboro 4-yard line.
McCann's vision is just so incredibly good, just able to find the smallest of holes, able to anticipate what's going to happen, able to run his way into a wall there, and able to just work his way around the middle of the field and able to bounce his way up there and find himself inside the 5-yard line now.
1st and goal now, all for the Vulcans. Going to go with the power I formation, and Jackson and Langley, the 2 receivers on the near side. Edenfield, the lone tight end. Man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to McCann again, and he's going to bounce upfield and get knocked right into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric McCann with the hat trick. 41-7 your score with 1:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
We take a look at the replay. Great blocking, great execution by Cal McCann on that power right to the right-hand side. Takes the hit and is able to and that propels him into the end zone for the touchdown, his 3rd of the day, and gives California another touchdown, another lead for.
I'll send the kicking unit out for the Vulcan. And Biko out the kick, Tarrant the holder. There's the snap. Kick is up and good. Makes it 42-7 your score. Or with 1:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back here on CUTV Sports 1 on the PSAC Network, Hurricane 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Vulcan football is back this fall. September 1st versus Fairmont State. September 10th at Kutztown. September 17th at Shepherd. September 24th versus Edinboro. October 1st at Clarion. October 8th versus IUP. October 15th at Seton Hill. October 22nd versus Slippery Rock. October 29th at Mercyhurst. November 5th versus Gannon. November 12th versus East Stroudsburg. All games live on CUTV Sports 1 and the PSAC Network.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. The Vulcan ends up 42-7 after McCann's 3rd touchdown of the game. And Biko back to kick it off for the Vulcans. And they're going to squib this one up the middle. They're going to get a couple blockers as Edinboro's returner, Brody List, is going to bring it up to about the 43, but hold everything. Flag on the play. As we're looking at we'll look at the replay again for the touchdown. As we see McCann with just a few nice blocks in for the score. Find out what the flag is.
Yeah, the flag right around where the kicking spot was, so it will be offsides against California. So that'll tack on another 5 yards for Edinboro after the return and give them possession of the ball just shy of midfield.
So 1st and 10 now from their own 49-yard line. And Bernard trips bunch on the far side, lone receiver on the near. Bernard drops back looking for a quick pass and incomplete as he throws that one short, but we got a flag down right around on the line of scrimmage.
The game now just starting to get a little bit scrappy. There was a few flags in the first half, but starting to see more and more in this one as we go against Edinboro.
That's going to go against Blaze Richardson in the left guard of Edinboro. He's going to back him up 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 20 now. Edinboro's own 39.
The last play, great coverage by number 23, Tyan Loban, just doing a great job at making sure Watkins wasn't able to come back and make that catch.
Man in motion now, all for Edinboro. As Bernard lets that one fly into coverage and in out of the hands of Micah Tillman.
Is incomplete. Intended for Bailey.
Tillman was over there with a couple of the other Vulcans, trips coverage on the. Says Bernard let that one fly downfield. It was nearly picked off once again and by Tillman.
Yeah, I respect the attempt of interesting throw by Bernard trying to find Bailey in triple coverage. Luckily for Edinboro, California didn't get the interception.
And the Vulcans looking like they're going to bring the house here. Trips on the far side, lone receiver near. Here, one running back for Bernard, or as he drops back, looking for the screen pass. As it's completed, but he's going to be brought down quickly by a herd of Vulcans.
Edinboro keeps going back to this screenplay over and over again. We saw in the first half the interceptions. We take a look at the replay here, but Toby doing a good job that time of just reading the play and able to get past 3 offensive linemen and work his way to make the tackle, and pretty much no gain for Edinboro. They have a 3rd down and 19 now.
So a gain of 1 on the play on the screen pass, 3rd and 19, and we saw what happened last time the Vulcans had Edinboro pinned back this far. Man in motion for Edinboro. So twin receivers on the far side. Bernard rolling to his right, going to come with a screen pass on the near side. Find the man, and he's got a couple blockers. He's going to down the sideline, and one man to beat. But I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds. That was number 19, Trey Rock. Hopkins on the reception. Excuse me. Aaron Hopkins is on the reception there for Edinboro. Had one man to beat, but it looks like he stepped on the line there.
From the 35.
Yeah, we're going to bring the ball all the way back to the 35 even, but great screen pass that time. Finally able to get it to work. The Fighting Scots trying to drive, trying to get back in this game, and
1st and 10 for Edinboro. Hopkins goes in motion and little bit of talking back and forth going back between these couple linemen, but it looks like we're going to get a penalty against Cal.
Defense number 55. 5-yard penalty. Remains first.
There's going to be an offside call this time to get Gerald Brown, and that's a few times so far today where that defensive line for California has been antsy around the ball, just going a little bit too early, and that time they get Gerald Brown on it.
So 1st and 5 now for the Fighting Scots on the Vulcan 30 is Bernard on a quick pass. Could not find Hopkins on that one. Was looking for the hitch and go on that one, but just a little bit off timing there.
Yeah, I don't think him and Hopkins were on the same page. Hopkins still trying to run his route. I believe Bernard thought he was coming back and lets that one go out of play. So it'll be 2nd and 5 now
for Edinboro as we get in a couple decent defensive substitutions. First and 5 now. All from the 30. And here comes the pressure. He's going to get that one off. Finds the screen man. And they're going to bring him down just shy of the sticks. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. As the Vulcans lead it 42-7. And we'll be right back here on CUT Sports 1, the PSAC Network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Welcome back here to the game, and here folks on CUTV Sports 1 on the PSAC Network and 91.9 FM. As California leads it 42-7, the score right now. As we get ready to get back underway here, Edinboro at the Vulcan in 32. Bernard drops back, looking for a man. He's going to let it fly into the end zone and just over the head of his receiver.
Pass is incomplete.
He actually pulled that in. That was unbelievable, but ran out of space on the far side. Watkins pulling it down with one hand over the shoulder as we take a look at the replay. But that one, what a catch, but just didn't have enough room and balance to complete it.
That'd have been a highlight reel catch for sure. It's going to be 4th and about 1. It looks like they're going to leave the offense out there and they must not trust the kicker on this one.
I mean, they need to. They're down by 35. They need to score a touchdown on this drive if they want anything in this game.
Hand off up the middle, Ola Thomas, and he's going to get the first down and then some. And still going, but forward progress is going to stop him. They're going to mark him about the 18.
Good job there by Thomas. I'm not sure if we have the graphic, but I do want to give a shout out. Listen to us as a podcast, CUTV and Friends, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, Apple and Spotify. You can listen to new episodes of Caden's Corner. This one had quarterback Noah Mitchell as an interview, coach's show, high school roundup, and That's What She Said. You can find that all on CUTV and Friends on any podcast.
So with 14 and a half to go, we're out to get back underway here. Bernard looking for a quick slant route, and he finds his man. But he's hit his heel. He catches it, gains about 3. Receiver McConaughey on the catch. So 2nd down and 3 to go from the Vulcan 14-yard line. Bernard trying to get a cap off the drive with a score. Hopkins in motion, hand off to Thomas again, and he's going to be swallowed up right there at the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 1, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 now.
No gain on the play.
Just great defense from the Vulcans so far today. Net rushing yards. Look at that 6 or 7 on the day for Edinboro, comparing to almost over 250 yards for California. So California has just been dominant, rushing the ball, and dominant stopping the rush as well.
So the Vulcans looking for a big stop here on 3rd and 3. Bernard looking for his receiver, and he just in and out of his hands as McConaughey couldn't pull that one in.
right idea from Edinboro. Had him on the outside, on the fake on the inside, going to the outside for the route, and just wasn't able to pull it in. Now brings up 4th down. And since the game is so far out of hand for Edinboro, anything besides a touchdown won't do, so that's why they're going to keep the offense out here for 4th down.
13:01 to go here in regulation. And Twins on the far side, Hopkins the lone tight end on the far. Bernard drops back, lets it fly in and out of his hands. And it's broken up by the Vulcans once again, and Dominic Solomon Jr. on the play.
Great coverage by California as we take a look at the replay. Right idea, just trying to find Watkins in the end zone, but great coverage by Loban, able to break that one up and just a momentum killer for Edinboro. I mean, it would be surprising if they were able to get back in this game. 35 points in the 4th quarter would be crazy, but Vulcan offense out there looks like they will let Noah Mitchell go back to the bench. We'll send out Wyatt Hurt now.
Yeah, Wyatt Hurt, it's 1 for 2 on the passing in game thus far. Williams the running back, and he'll hand it off to Williams, and Williams gets a lane and jukes a couple of guys, cuts back across the field. Got the first down and then some. Looks like a gain of about 14 on that one.
Great rush by Williams, just working his way up the field, across the field, down the field, anything you name it. Williams is doing it right now, and we talked about Wyatt Hurt coming into this game. So far in the season, 1 for 2 with that 150-yard touchdown in game number 1 against Fairmont. So maybe looking to do something similar here.
Hurt in the pistol formation with Williams behind him again, and hand off to Williams once again. He gets a lane and cuts through up into the secondary for a gain of about 12, and that'll put Williams up and over another 100 yards as we got an injured Vulcan down right now.
We're going to take a look at that replay once again. Williams, just such a hard runner, just never wants to go down, able to find the hole that time and just burst up the seams, able to pick up well over the first down. And like you said, with that rush now, both him and McCann over 100 yards for the game.
Yeah, Williams now at 105 yards rushing on the game. So we get a couple substitutions in for the Vulcans. Can't see the number of the injured Vulcan down, but while we get a moment, let's take a look around the PSAC. Checking in on the other East game that is underway right now. Well, as going into at halftime, and it was a closer game than what it was. The fight as Gannett and leads Clarion 27-21. The score right now. Oh, looking around the rest of the PSAC. We were keeping an eye on if I can get my laptop to work here. So we check in on the other games around the area. It was a close one against Shepherd and Kutztown on all the other games in the PSAC West, getting a little bit of a later start time today, as tied up in Shepherd right now, 28-28. That score, as Williams up and gets tripped up, but gets about 7 on the play.
Good for a gain of 6.
And that injured Vulcan on the last play is number 57, Fritz Kelly Edmund, the offensive tackle, was able to walk off with some help, so hopefully everything was okay with him, but another great rush by Williams.
So second down and about 4, or no, we're going to say 2nd and 3. Man in motion and hand off to Williams once again. He's going to bounce the outside, got a lane. Lane has one man to beat, jukes him and gets with a shoelace tackle. Is going to be tripped up at the Edinboro 26-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 California, deep inside Edinboro territory.
Micah Thomas just saved another touchdown for Cal. As we can take a look at the replay, Williams working his way to the outside, has such great speed. only had Thomas to beat Thomas. Great open field tackle to prevent another touchdown for California.
It's in the gut, and twin receivers on the near side, lone receiver on the far. All right, hands off to Williams, and he's going to be met right there at the line and loss of about one or two.
Loss of a yard on the play.
So it's going to be second and long here now for Edinboro, or for the Vulcans, excuse me, as McGriff's going to check into the game now for the Vulcans.
I think that was the worst rush of the game for California. And that's a good thing to see when you only lose about one as your worst rush of the game. Edinboro finally doing what they need to do and sending a ton of people on that one, just trying to stop the run.
And Hurts is going to take the snap out, finds his man, and that's going to be number 7 on your scorecard. John Harper making his reception. That'll be his first catch of the season.
I said Harper, not something we see too often, but is able to get in there that time. A nice slant route on the inside, able to make the catch, able to secure it, and able to pick up a few yards, brings up a third and manageable here for California now.
Harper's out there with Matt Ack, and looks like Daughtry. A 3rd and 5. Hurts in the gun, takes the snap, hand off to McGriff, and McGriff's going to run up the middle and breaks a few tackles, and it's going to be close to a first down on.
He'll be close to a first down.
So they're going to mark him down. It's going to be 4th and inch is with 9:37 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like the Vulcans will keep the offense out there, and I like, you mean playing against a sister school, just trying to establish dominance on who the best school is out of the three, you know?
Hurts in the gun and sends a man in motion, and snap, hand off to McGriff, and he's going to get the first down on some extra yardage after that. Looks like he's going to get about 6 on the play, and we're going to see this carousel of running backs switching again.
A great run by McGriff on that one, just able to work his way between the tackle and the tight end on that far side, able to get the first down and a few more, and like you said, in comes in Williams once again. All 3 running backs have had a phenomenal day today.
Mitchell Oles on the sideline now, helping in with the play call. As we see Hurts in the gun, trips on the near side, lone tight end on the far. Hands it off to Williams. Williams going to run up the lane, and he's got some blockers, and touchdown Vulcans. And as Williams gets his first rushing touchdown of the season for California, 48-7 to score.
Yeah, just take a look at this replay one more time. Amazing rush by Williams, so quick in his catch. Just, if you take a look, just working his way through the field. One jump cut, and that's all he needs. Untouched into the end zone for the touchdown. And just like that, California putting up big numbers here against Edinboro today.
So 48-7 to score now here for California. Williams from 14 out, all to extend the lead.
Beatco to attempt the extra point.
Beatco on for the kick. Tarrant the holder. And there's the kick is up and good. So with 8:39 left to go here in the fourth quarter, California leads it 49-7. We'll be back here on CUTV CUG Sports 1, the PSAC network, and 91.9 FM, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You can say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You can chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, and the Vulcans is extending their lead a little bit further now, 49-7 the score, or after Williams' touchdown on from 14 out. Biko on for the kick, Bailey infield back for the return, and the kick is up, and it's a little pooch kick. It's going to be bounced right there at the 20, and Bailey's going to take it, and they're going to say he stepped out around the 22-yard line.
We've seen a couple interesting kicks on the kickoffs from Biko. As we take a look at the replay of the last touchdown from Williams, just excellent vision, excellent cut, able to work his way into the end zone. And I'm going to read off some rushing stats for the game so far. Williams, 12 rushes for 154 yards and a touchdown. McCann, 15 for 117 and 3 touchdowns. And after that, Noah Mitchell and Malik McGriff, both with 39 yards on the ground. So it's been an all-around effort from the Vulcans here today on the ground.
So, first and 10 from the 24 of Edinboro. Oh, and there's the handoff up the middle. Oh, and a gain of about 11 there. There for Edinboro.
That'll be enough for a first down. First and 10 from the 35.
And it looks like with that last touchdown as well, Edinboro also making a few changes to the offense. Instead of Bernard Anderson, and now it's going to be number 11, Gabe Fisher, and at quarterback.
Silla, the running back for Edinboro on that one, as he gets a gain of a 12. That's the longest rush for Edinboro today. There's a snap. Fisher hands it off once again. And the Silla. Silla gets about 4.
John Hutchinson on the stop.
As Hutchinson with the stop for the Vulcans. It's going to be second down and about 6.
Both teams not putting out their full effort first string squad now as this game just got way out of hand. Both teams just putting in a few players that don't get a ton of action on the field, but it's great to see and give them a little bit of play time and some more experience in the game right now.
Fisher takes a snap, hand off this time. And that rush is going to go for about 2 yards. Silla gets stopped by that Vulcan defense. And it's just Jack Kalechi comes up with the tackle. It's going to be third down and about 6. Or excuse me, third and 4.
And Silla just trying to work his way up the field, just tried to make the jump cut and ran straight into the ball that is Jack Kalechi. And Kalechi just flattened him back down after a gain of like 1 or 2. And brings up a third down and 4 here for Edinboro.
There's the snap. Fisher's going to drop back the pass. He'll let it fly downfield and up and over his receiver. That's going to bring a 4th and 4 now. Also, the punting unit will come back out here once again for Edinboro.
Just tried to find Foyer on that route down the sideline, but Fisher left that one way too high for Foyer to come in. I mean, if he had the Space Jam hops, he would have been able to catch that one, but that one just too far. And it sends out the punting unit once again here for Edinboro.
6:27 to go here in the 4th. And they're going to run this one on the little old rugby punt. And that's going to take a bounce for Edinboro. And it's going to roll. And it's going to take an Edinboro bounce and go out of bounds at the Vulcan 3-yard line.
I mean, from what it looked like, I thought he was intending to run it, but I believe the punter number 14, Reed Martin, knew that he was running out of room there, and he wasn't going to have enough for the first down, so decided to punt it at the last second. Took a very favorable bounce for Edinboro to pin California back deep. There was 6:15 left. California up by 42. I think it's time now to look on to next week's game against Clarion.
We're starting to get some cloud coverage here with 6:15 to go. The Vulcans pinned way back in their own territory.
And with this win, It'll bring both teams to a record of 2-2, and it'll be California's 18th straight victory over the Fighting Scots of Edinboro.
Receiver in motion for Hertz. He's going to go under center. Power I formation. Hand off to Williams up the middle. Oh, and he's going to stumble forward for about 2 or 3. Looks like they're going to be about 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 8.
Just give Williams just dives forward, gives California a little bit of breathing room now. Not stuck inside their own 5-yard line. Just bringing a little bit forward, just trying to get as much room as possible for potentially Wyatt Hurt to be able to throw.
Vulcans back in the power I again. And 2 receivers spread out. 1 tight end and 2 running backs for Hertz. Hertz going to hand it off to Williams again, and Williams is going to get a lane, and he's going to get tripped up right there at the 5-yard line. It's going to be a loss of 2.
Williams that time just trying to work his way outside, just didn't have the blocks that he needed. Got tripped up from behind and loses a few yards, brings up a 3rd and long deep inside California territory.
And Hertz is going to have to throw it here. So 3rd and 9 and 5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter.
Hurt just wasting as much time as possible, just trying to run down the clock as much and just trying to finish out this game, waiting for the play clock to hit about 1 here.
And he'll hand it off to Williams once again. Williams is going to stumble up over the 5-yard line and gain of about 3.
Brought down by A.J. Bird.
So that'll be a 4th and
7.
So 4th and 7 now with 4.5 left to go here in regulation.
Now comes Rosensteel. Had a couple terrific punts so far in this game. Looks like the return for Edinboro setting up inside the California half, but Rosensteel doesn't have a ton of room to work with back there, setting up about a yard or 2 out from the back of his own end zone.
Stanfield right around the Vulcan 45-yard line. There's the kick, and it's away. And it's a high, booming punt over the 50, and Rosensteel is going to take it, and he's going to cut back across the 50, across the 40. He cuts again, and he's going to be wrapped up, spun away, a broken tackle, would-be tackle, and he's finally brought down on at the 34 of California.
Great return by Stanfield, and a good punt by Rosensteel just as he was kicking that. There's the gust of wind blowing out from behind him, so got him some extra yardage on that punt, but Stanfield doing a great job at working his way across the field, breaking a couple tackles, and able to get the ball inside of California territory for Edinboro.
So 1st and 10 now from the Vulcan 35-yard line. Fisher in the gun. Takes the snap, hand off up the middle. Oh, that'll be to number 33. Moises Haynes.
Brought down by a host of Vulcans.
And it's going to be about 2nd down, and looks like 4 with 3:20 to go here in the 4th quarter.
And this is, what a great game for California. 2 tough losses in a row to 2 very good opponents in Kutztown and Shepherd. Didn't let that get to them here today, able to get the job done and able to get a very convincing win over Edinboro here today.
And looks like they're going to get the Vulcans once again with a penalty with less than 3 minutes to go here.
Yeah, that's another one. I believe it's going to be on that defensive line. And I think with the yardage, it will give Edinboro the 1st down as well.
And that's exactly what's going to be it.
Number 94 is the defense. 5-yard penalty will result in a 1st down.
Liu Bay will get called for the penalty there.
10 from the 24.
Fisher will take the snap, hands off up the middle once again. And to number 33.
Haynes the ball carrier.
Haynes. Seeing the running back carousel for both teams here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just say end of the game, just trying to get some touches to some new players on the field. But looking forward to the upcoming games we talked about earlier. Difficult road ahead for California, but next week they will take on Clarion away at Clarion before hosting IUP for the 13th Coal Bowl. So tough road ahead for the Vulcans, but they did what they had to do today and were able to get the win.
Man in motion for Fisher. He'll take the snap, hand off to Hayes again. And it's going to stumble forward for a gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd and 4 now for the Fighting Scots, as we have just now all ticked under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th.
Williams on the stop.
Huge shout out to the Vulcans fans here today. Great showing from them, and a good showing from the Edinboro Fighting Scot fans across the field as well. Not a close travel by any means for Edinboro, about 3-4 hours. So
about 3 hours and 15 minutes, I think, was what it was last time we went up there.
So good for them, and good traveling fans from them as well here today.
And Hayes is going to get stopped right in the backfield. Big hit there by the Vulcans.
Stopped by Logan Burnsworth.
Logan Burnsworth with a big stop. As we take a look at the replay here, John.
Let's look at that. Burnsworth is hitting Haynes in the backfield just as he's getting the handoff. Terrific job by Burnsworth to read that one all the way. Reminds me of a play a few years ago of Jadavion Clowney against Michigan when he was playing for South Carolina. Just absolutely blowing the helmet off of the guy as he's getting the handoff. So good job by Burnsworth there.
So 4th and long now, as we are under a minute now. And there's a snap, and Fisher's going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Oh, and that's going to be turnover on downs with 31 seconds left to go.
Another sack made by Jack Kalechi.
Jack Kalechi coming up with the stop there. And we'll see the Vulcan offense one more time before the clock hits triple zeros.
And a fitting way to go out for that Vulcan defense, coming in hard hitting 2 plays in a row. That time Kalechi able to bring the pressure, able to bring down Fisher in the backfield, and gives the Vulcans a win that they absolutely needed to get here today.
So we'll see and Hurst come out here one more time and for the Vulcans. And so, John, I got to ask you for this one, who do you give the player of the game to? As we see Williams take it, hit up the middle for a gain of about 5.
I think that the player of the game you have to give to it has to go either between Williams or McCann. They've been absolutely phenomenal. I think I'm going to give it to McCann. Over 100 yards in the day, 3 touchdowns for him. Terrific display on the ground from everyone here from Cal today.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. I'll give McCann that one. I'm going to say our defensive player of the game and once again has to be Matt Toby, or you can even make the case for Noah Dillo on that one.
I mean, it's got to be Noah Dillo. 72-yard interception return for a touchdown, and amongst a bunch of tackles as well. Played the field absolutely phenomenally today with the Vulcans on both sides and got the win.
Yeah, that's going to do it for us on this one, folks. The Vulcans win 49-7, your final score. Or our next telecast will be next week at Clarion, and we'll have that one for you here on CUTV Sports 1 on the PSAC network, and 91.9 FM. For our entire crew today, for John Sitt, our producer Gary Smith, and Tom Caton, and I'm John Sakaguchi. We'll see you next time, folks. Good night, California.